What's good, everyone? How on the day? I'm enjoying. I wanna. They don't off the lights. Cha! They don't off the lights. I want to show you something before, but they don't fall my hand. They don't fall my hand. Me, I no worry. If I do another live before I come up for this apartment, I go show you now. Now, real quick. Let me put my serious face. Yeah, serious face. Fab, build up now. Did you build up before?
Build up? Okay.
Let's do something. Yeah. Let's start. You know, we have to be aware in Nigeria of these leading blacks and all these things that they control, you know. We need to be well. Now, you hear me? I need to be aware. First of all, they don't program us for Africa, right? All black people, safe in general, to go out of our way to defend anything white. Anything we say a white man getting like this, now to defend them, you cannot criticize it, you cannot. You see all these bloggers and all these idiots, these evil young people, you know, the machinery of the oppressive elites. These people, we say that their job to make sure they continue to distract African people. You know, there's a big distraction industry. The African industry of distraction. I hope that they hear me well, though. May this Instagram not play with me today. You know, their job is just to constantly distract African people. That's their job, just constant distraction of African people. The more they feel distract us, the better for these people. You know, I do this thing late because I was occupied with meeting for MOP. Since I won't do this thing 2 hours ago, I don't do meeting with MOP. So I have to finish the MOP meeting before I come do this live. The meeting are impromptu because even some of our members get affected by all this propaganda and shit. Now, before I even go into this whole, their affinity to gambling, you know, the way all these people are just like right there, willing to sell their soul to all these gambling companies. We don't proliferate Africa. Before I go ahead, I first tell you that the first thing, when I see for this Europe, I did Paris right now, this whole Europe, the gambling companies, where they here, where they for UK, where they Yankee, now their system, now their algorithms, now all our gambling companies for Nigeria they use, so that they pay them money, franchise money for their idea. So even most of the money is all white businesses. Gambling a white idea. You know, now white corporations, they behind them really in blackface. Now, if you can't look, many things where Europeans they do, where they destroy us for Africa, none of our leaders for Africa can take a stand against these things. Can just say, no, African youth, this thing they destroy African youths. Let's minimize it. You understand? Look at what alcohol is doing to young African people. If I talk now, say, smoke igbo, when you know they drink. Smoke igbo instead of drinking alcohol. They'll say, she make all Nigerian youths go smoke igbo. And that one too don't happen before with Linda Ikeji too. You know, so I take Newu Linda Ikeji B. I do interview. They say, Seun, why do you smoke igbo? I can never forget the interview. I can't tell the person, say, me I smoke igbo because they relax me and they give me chill. You know, say I don't see anything wrong with it. Oh. In fact, for my own idea, make all Nigerians say if they smoke igbo, Nigeria go they relaxed. I said it as a joke. Next thing like Keji Kaya put for a page. Seun Kuti says all Nigerians should smoke igbo. You know, out of context. You know, sensationalism, clickbait, as they say. That's how I knew who Linda Ikeji was. But that time I was still young, I hold that for heart. I didn't understand the game. But now when I know the game, it was really off my shoulders because I understand the masters where all these kind of people they serve. I understand the masters that they serve, and I understand what their fear is. Their fear is that you wake up. That if you hear the real message, really be able to have the talk that day, you wake up. So they have to quickly bring out a narrative to save their sponsors. The big gambling companies sharing money everywhere. They are out quickly to save them, save face. See me, I encourage people to do yahoo. Now you see, the Nigerian professionals, young professionals in here, let me tell you a secret. The greatness of Africa, the greatest people in Africa are the young African professionals. Our young bankers, young engineers, young technicians, young information tech people, all these young doctors, young teachers, young lecturers, the young professionals of Nigeria. Your destiny is to be the greatest of us. That's why they spend so much in distracting you from becoming what you are supposed to be. Because they know, say, if they get your energy, if they leave you, your energy, your natural energy as an African will gravitate towards justice. But they don't make your energy, make you ever be in touch with that truthful African energy. They constantly spend billions, all these Insta blog, Niger New, all this Linda Ikeji, all these MTV base, all these trace is constant billions spent to keep you distracted from what you should actually be watching, what you should actually be reading, what you should actually be consuming. The day against time. I did tell one of my friends, say Buhari never know wetin dey go on for Nigeria. I say, I wish say I get one kind juju, I fit just take jazz Buhari. Buhari just talk, say him ban Netflix for Nigeria. I say, if Buhari just talk tomorrow, say him ban Netflix for Nigeria, to come make matter worse, come talk in the morning saying ban Netflix. So as young Nigerian professionals they consume, say they don't ever feel watch all their show for Netflix again. He just talk again, say in ban nightclub. I swear, revolution will happen for Nigeria the next morning. Revolution will happen for Nigeria the next. If Buhari ban Netflix and ban nightclub in Nigeria today, tomorrow all Nigerian young people will say they're not going to work. All Nigerian professionals, young professionals will go on strike. I can bet my life on it. They will say, no more Netflix, no more nightclub. We are not going again. We are not doing again. This government hold on too much. Lie, we no go gree. The whole Nigeria go bust. The whole Nigeria go bust. And this is because of Netflix is nothing but white man business. What do you go and do in club? Show your white man cloth and drink white man drink. All the nightclubs, although you think they are owned by Nigeria, it's just a way for you to be more into white man business. So just put your mind inside, just sending all your money, your little money that you are suffering as an African to gather. So if you to think about community love, how people can come together, build your communities, liberate your communities with the small money you are making as Africans, that make you think that small money is plenty money to just be sending to white people. You buy their clothes to go inside the club, drink their drink, that make you feel like a big man. Is that not it? Nagos. But in this same Nigeria, there has not been tertiary education for almost 1 year. Now in Nigerians no go, young Nigerians no fit go school. Nobody go strike. We cannot even begin to imagine, say, because ASU strike, young people cannot go school. Fellow young people we just graduate, we don't begin work. None of them say, I know they work again. Let's go and organize with our fellow young people. Say, which kind? Never. But I'm sure you will do it for Netflix. You see? I'm sure you will do it. Me, I did sure. That's why Buhari said they no born away to say in ban Netflix. But go to all these countries like China, all these countries like India, where they all make their people serious. Bring your Netflix so they will regulate it. Your Netflix don't feel show past like this. China, they go, not be any film will come out for Hollywood, 9 feet enter China. China no degree. They don't agree, not be any kind of music, if you enter China. China no degree. Many countries no degree. Afghanistan, no music is banned completely. TV banned. Yet one call except news. Okay? So come Nigeria now, there's no regulation. Look how many Nigerians are alcoholics. Young Nigerians that drink every day. They sell out to you like saying a cruise. Like say, you know, all our problems don't become cruise. Everybody is okay to catch cruise with anybody. Any situation is cruise, do cruise, everything. Nigerians drinking every day, cruise. You are alcoholics, prof. You have a drinking problem. You see, Europe and America understand this thing. They make the alcohol companies invest in alcoholism treatment. All over Europe and America, there's what they call alcohol anonymous, where when you realize you have a problem, you can go and they go treat you free, you have care, begin to help you out of your alcoholism, because addiction is dangerous. Addiction is what leads to any kind of crime. All crime is linked to any addiction. Once you're addicted to something, that's crime. You must commit crime for that thing. That's the way addiction is set up. Yesterday don't leave me go. Yesterday don't leave me go for, when did they call her? Mexico. I'm having to cook by myself. The thing will happen inside oven done. But I'll finish this live before I chop. More na wait, me I off the oven. I don't be expert. Maybe I don't be expert for cooking. No, one touch, I off the oven. One touch. Oshi, I too sabi. Not be smoke alarm. Na the oven. When they give me bad name, na the oven, nothing born. Na the oven. The oven fin the timer. I said the timer went off. You guys stop doing like Instablog Niger. It was the oven. And by the way, I don't know this kind of house where they stay. I never see smoke detector anywhere for the house. Anyway, so as I was saying, addiction is a very dangerous thing. So anything with that, the people say smoking. Well, I'm telling you, go to Google right now and Google marijuana and addiction. There is no scientific evidence that marijuana is addictive. I'm going to prove it to myself. I feel just wake up and say, I'm not smoking Igbo for 1 week, 2 weeks, and nothing will happen to me. I'll be fine. Go meet anybody where they take crack. When you know, give them crack for 1 hour. You know what addiction is. Go meet anybody where they take heroin. When you taking heroin, you go know how far. So anyway, what I'm saying about these companies is not that I'm against people drinking. Don't get me wrong. I'm not against people drinking. I'm not against people gambling. But I'm saying that these companies, they're in our country, in our continent, they are operating, but they're not creating the same care, the same atmosphere of information for people to know the dangers of what they are doing. And when people fall into these dangers, there's no care for them, there's no help. Young people are dying of alcohol poisoning every day. Everybody's online begging, my kidney. There's no help whatsoever. They are making record amount of profit, selling record amount of alcohol in Nigeria. There's no alcohol anonymous to help people. You know, so the next step now that they've brought now is gambling. And they tell young people how gambling is rigged, how gambling is set up against our own very existence as African people, how now rich people, they use sense for poor people to gather money from plenty poor people, send up to rich people. It's just a criminal act, really. But you are now the loser. You are the victim. So I say, instead of you being the victim, go and do yahoo. Because this one, you are the victim. So if you have chosen to already destroy your life, instead of destroying your life like this, go and they say Seun is encouraging yahoo. Where is the logic in that? First of all I did was a comparative analysis between yahoo and gambling. I said, instead of becoming an addict, because gambling is an addiction. Gambling is an addiction, ladies and gentlemen. Nobody will tell anybody that In fact, let's talk about cigarette addiction. There's no, I know I'm going to say, I don't talk about alcohol, there's cigarette too, but let me go straight to the point because I want chop. My food don't ready. You know, born. As the haters here are talking. Gambling is an addiction. It's ruining lives. See, people go and do yahoo because of gambling. I've never heard that anybody is gambling to do yahoo. But people who do yahoo to find money to gamble. It's like taking crack. But there's no help. Young people in Nigeria, under age 14, 13-year-olds, are going to enter gamble houses. They can gamble. There's nobody arresting anybody. Nobody is calling anybody out. Nothing is happening in the Senate to bring new laws, to enforce it. One funny story happened from my area. One 14-year-old boy has been gambling every day. They don't lose money, tire. He can't go win. As you can't go win, one go collect the money where you win. Now that they can't say the boy now underage. Tell us you don't know if you pay our money. Then the boy head blow. So you see those kind of dangerous acts. That's just evil. You've been collecting the poor boy's money. He's addicted to your age. Now he now even got that win that he has been looking for. Now that day, I remember saying he now underage. All the day we know they lose uncle. At that moment, they're supposed to return him money, all the money we don't lose to them. But nothing like that happened. They chased him out, everything. The boy, they cried for the boy. I don't put him out because it's not my business. I'm not going to encourage him in any way, sort of form. He has to learn his lesson. That's a life lesson for him there. You know, but at the same time, you know me say, I don't know the game with these gambling houses. They play. You know, so what may I share with African people, now a way for us not to fall for the gimmicks we go destroy us. We go weaken us. Everybody's online selling gambling. Gamble this, favorite odd, this one, that one. Nobody's talking to young people about the dangers of gambling, about the addictive nature of gambling. Go online. See, when you hold your phone, not going to look all this distraction. If you like gambling, go and learn about gambling. You will see it's an addiction that kills a lot of people. Look at the rate of suicide and depression in Nigeria. Our country wouldn't they see suicide before. I can tell you categorically, now as gambling done the right, all this gambling everywhere, you look everywhere, suicide and depression is increasing. All these things are connected. But nobody's doing the research on behalf of the people to create the care when it will lead to those extremes. Me, in my life, I'll never gamble. I don't gamble. Ask my friends. All my friends who know me will tell you, I never, ever. I don't, not even kalu. In my grown life, when I was young, go roll dice for secondary school, play what. But in my grown professional life, since maybe I've been 20, since I maybe turned 21, since I was 21, since I go to university, I've never believed in the art of doubling money. Anything doubling money to me is criminal. Anything I say, come and double your money, it to me is criminal. No, there's no way you can explain it. That's what me I believe personally. I don't do any doubling money issue. But gambling is destroying lives in Nigeria, ladies and gentlemen. Whether we like it or not, whether we are here, whether we have the balls to say it, whether we don't. But I will. And I will tell you now, gambling is destroying the lives of our children. It's turning them into gambling addicts, and the government is doing nothing about it. Now, you say, she will say, I said, yahoo is already a crime in Nigeria. You understand? Yahoo is already a crime. If you go to jail, you will learn your lesson in jail if you do yahoo. Now, these same blogs that are lying all over the place that Seun Kuti is encouraging yahoo, they are the ones that then they encourage young people to do yahoo. You know why? Go to my page. You can never see one picture of any yahoo person on my page. You can never see me talking about anybody car, anybody house, anybody shoe. Now these people all over their page, they keep showing young people the shoes of criminals, of this same yahoo. They look like they then be good person. Showing is bad, encouraging yahoo. But then they post music. People they post music where they glorify all these stupid money song that they all promote in their life. Go and look at their page. It's full of hush puppy. Hush puppies all over their page, up and down when it was raining. Hush puppy in Dubai. Hush puppy this. Hush puppy that. All of them have met hush puppy. You know the only person that did not meet hush puppy? Me, bruv. You know why? Because I do not fuck around with criminals. Even if you be criminal, if you keep it on the down low, fam. As I always tell people on this page, I know people that are criminals. I grew up with boys who say they run things. But if you run things in a way we say you are leading people astray, showing them your fake life, move away from me if you are promoting that life. For me, I see crime as a way for people to step out of poverty in Africa because they have no other option. I don't rate them. When I see young people using that way to get out and they're changing their lives, I cannot hate on that. Let them change their lives. It's not my business. I don't look at that. But if you're promoting that life, acting like this is where African people must be. Say, hey, we don't enter this game. We go die for this game. Yahoo, yahoo for life. Putting it on social media, oppressing. I don't have a single friend like that. I don't know anybody like that. I don't know anybody like that. And I will never endorse anybody like that. These people that are all over the internet now forming good. Go and look at all their page. It's full of Yahoo people, Yahoo boys, Yahoo lifestyle. But they want to come and blame Seun because I said one thing, taking it out of context. Okay, now, let's go logically to the statement I made. Forget the context, though. Don't even read the context. Forget the context of the statement I made. Forget the context because they don't want to deal with context. Let's talk about logic now. Logic. If something makes sense or not. Let's just talk logic. Seun Kuti, I said, gambling is better than Yahoo Yahoo. Our journalists of Africa, the media of Africa, all of them suddenly write, say, Seun Kuti says Nigerians should do Yahoo Yahoo. Explain to me if these people are not working for gambling houses. These people are being paid to attack the truth. They hate the truth. They are being paid to attack the truth. Explain to me, how does saying gambling is better than Yahoo Yahoo mean that Seun Kuti said everybody should go and do Yahoo Yahoo? Is gambling the only job out there? Because they know they've not created opportunities for young people. So gambling, they know Yahoo Yahoo, you must do gambling. Right? So if I attack gambling, it means I'm telling people that they should not be engineer, they should not be doctor, they should not be lawyer, they should not be musician, they should not be politician, they should not be lecturer, they should not be anything. They should just be Yahoo Yahoo. Is that what they said? Is that what I said? Where's the logic from saying gambling is better than Yahoo Yahoo to suddenly jump in to say Seun Kuti says, oh, where is the logic? There's no logic. There's no logic. There's no logic to it. There's no logic to it. But trust me, if I had said, don't do Yahoo Yahoo, go and gamble, by tomorrow now, one gambling company would have called me. I say, Seun, thank you. They don't give me money. I don't do gambling advert. Have you done your bets today? Go and bet. Go and collect your odds. Collect. But because I told you the truth, gambling is crack, bro. It's like crack. It's like you're taking crack. You are destroying your life. You are destroying your life. Go and look at it. Go and look at it. Where is that leap in statement coming from? Because they don't want you to know the truth. They are afraid of the truth. They don't want you to free yourself from all this nonsense. Now to round up, with behavior like this, not be Tinubu the type for Instablog. You know, I post on my post say, for this country one day, we must address the young people among us that carry out the wishes of these old people. That are their machine, their leg men and their leg boys and girls, their boys and their slave mamas. You understand? That are dominating you people like big boys and girls. That are doing nothing but collecting, that are doing it but sucking your blood. Suddenly, they are jumping to lie like this. They never be Tinubu. When I go say Tinubu, they lie. What in Instablog they do if Tinubu, they lie? What all these bloggers they do if Tinubu, they lie? Are they all not liars together? But all of you still support them. You are there watching, looking for gossip, so you can laugh at another person. We must elevate ourselves from such distraction. The life of these your celebrities and these people that they show you, this is not your business. It's not ever put food on your table. They might show you one person one day that the system bless, because that's how they do. They must give you hope. And hope is also dope. Hope is crack. They'll show you one person, we just make a mistake. They say, oh, see, this person can do it, meet. My brother, you go die there. You will die there, fam. Facts. Facts. If they loved you, the conversation would have been about how these gambling people should take responsibility for the depression, the addiction that they are causing in our society, especially to underage children. Underage children, there's no regulation. Anybody can just go and gamble in Lagos. Everybody is just gambling, downloading app, gambling on their phone. So, until all these young people, the young engineers, young bankers, young people in media especially, really have the love of this country in their heart, nothing can ever change. It is not by music, it's not by celebrity. That's why they want you to be looking up to celebrities. Because the truth is, we should be looking up to the young professionals in Nigeria. It is the young professionals in Nigeria that keep the machine wheel turning. The young professionals of Nigeria must now be on the side of the people. You people must learn to strike for something. You must learn to stand for something. You must learn to be about something. If your mates are not going to work, it is your duty to stay and not working. And let we, the celebrities, support you. It is your duty to be designing the homes, young engineers, young architects. Where is the design for the public housing that we need in our country? Look at the whole of Nigeria is underwater and drainage. Where is the young Nigerian engineers that are going to design the drainage system that will save us from this yearly flood that is getting worse and worse? Where is the lecturers that will teach young Nigerian people about climate change, so we really understand how we are a victim and cannot continue this consumerist culture that the West is imposing on us, because it is our lands that will first of all suffer the impact of the damage to nature? Where is that enlightenment program from young professionals? Why are we all keying into what is damaging us? Why are we continually keying into those things that are destroying the people, destroying our environment? Where is the heroes among the professionals? That's what we are looking for. Not the young people that are shaking up and down for the people destroying Nigeria. I'm talking about the young people that are down for Nigeria, that will get to your office place and let them know that you should not work. That's how you people should be thinking. You should not work while your country people are suffering and starving. The power is with you. If all musicians go on strike today, if all musicians in Nigeria go on strike today, and all the whole footballers in the world go on strike, I mean, it even happened. Let's go back to coronavirus. During coronavirus, didn't footballers stop playing football? Didn't musicians stop playing music? Did the world end? No, the world did not end. But imagine if young nurses have stopped working. Imagine if young doctors have stopped working. When the world have come to an end, even right now that there's no coronavirus. If the young doctors and nurses in the world stop working right now, people will start to die all over the place. But if footballers stop playing football and musicians stop singing, you might be a bit sad, but nobody is going to die because of that. Know your power, know your importance. But we live in a world where musicians and footballers are earning more money than doctors and lawyers. I mean, doctors and nurses. Even honorary nurse, if the nurses in this world stop working today, what will happen to this world? If all the nurses in this world gather together, say, we are not working again, what will happen? This world will collapse. But they've convinced us in a way that they should be paying footballers more money than nurses because they can entertain you. No, it's because they distract you. They distract those nurses from their power. They distract the doctors from their power. They distract the young people from their power. They are willing to pay anything to distract you from your power. And that is what I'm trying to teach all of you. But you want to be listening to 10-second video taking, you want to be supporting people that want to destroy you. That's how we are. But that's not going to stop me, you know. That's not going to stop me. That's not going to stop me from doing anything of the sort. They can continue to lie their lie. That's why they lie against Fela. Fela said for his song, say, authority stealing past armed robbery. If to say now, today now, Instablog will say, Fela say, all Nigerians should be armed robber. Because that's what I said. I said, gambling is worse than Yahoo, basically. They say, I say, all Nigerians should do Yahoo. So as Fela to say, authority stealing past armed robbery, all Nigerians should be armed robber. Abi? Man, fuck all these people. That's all I have to say.